Queen Bee's Cowboy Carter tour kicks off today just outside of Los Angeles. Beyoncé and the album made history earlier this year. She was the first black woman to win the Grammy for Best Country Album. And Cowboy Carter is Beyoncé's first Album of the Year award, which is stunning considering her body of work. Lamar Dawson is here with me in Studio 57 to discuss all this. He's a radio host and pop culture expert. You're already suited up for the concert.
Where is your cowboy hat?
I was going to ask you about what I need to get, but we'll get into that in a moment. Now, Beyoncé gave us a glimpse, a preview of what the tour will look like yesterday. There's this preview video online. You kind of get a preview of what the stage will look like. What jumped out to you from this as far as what we can all expect from this concert?
Totally fantastic. First of all, I see how close you get to the stage for her. The fans are really getting an up-close experience with her. The stage looks very big and extravagant. It looks like a guitar in some kind of ways,
I saw that
for
with
sure.
An arrow pointing.
Exactly, but of an arrow. It looks really huge, really extravagant. Fans are getting really close, up close and personal.
The tour is only stopping, though, in certain cities, and it's a different structure than the previous tour, the Renaissance tour. Why is that, and what does that mean for us?
Well, the full title of the tour is the Cowboy Carter and the what do you call it? The Chitlin Circuit Tour, excuse me.
Chitlin Circuit.
Exactly. And that is going to give us a history lesson, which she's been doing this entire era, because there was a time when black performers could not perform in white-owned venues and theaters. So what she's doing is she's harking back to those days and performing in those cities and those towns where black venues were allowing black performers to perform, entertainers, musicians, comedians, so forth and so on. That's why she's only doing certain cities across the country. But she is doing multiple nights in those cities, so you can see her multiple times if you want to.
And I think you had shared some notes with us that as far as demand, which we expected to be high, tickets are what, 96% sold out?
Yes, 94% sold. Yeah. So
not completely sold out.
Correct. Yet. Huge demand. I mean, the economy is pretty rough right now. So
right, and the tickets are steep.
Exactly. Tickets are very, very steep. People are refinancing their homes to get these tickets. But
don't do that.
Don't do that. But a great amount of chances to see her. For example, when she comes to New York City, she'll do MetLife Stadium. 5 chances to see her, and she'll also break Bon Jovi's record when she does that, because she'll do it 5 consecutive nights, so she'll break his record for having 4 nights there.
And then what's interesting is, so my wife's a huge fan, as well, as am I. We'll be at one of those concerts here.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, okay, now we have to get your outfit ready. And I said, wait a minute. I mean, people make these events, and they really do dress up.
For sure.
So what is the plan?
Yes, well, first of all,
the tips?
The tips. First of all, go on TikTok, type in Cowboy Core, okay? Cowboy Core. The hashtag is huge. You're gonna see cowboy boots, the jeans, the hats, and also her album has driven up sales of the apparel across the entire, for men and women. It has.
Like country themed, Southwestern themed, denim.
Hats, boots, the whole 9 yards, up 20% across the board. So yeah, that's what you're going to need.
And what do you make of an artist who is able to do this just years after having sold out on the Renaissance tour, changing moods, changing music, changing tone?
It just shows what an artist she is of her caliber. I think 25 years into her entire career, someone of Beyonce's stature able to still have this remarkable chokehold on the industry. Her fans are so engaged at this point in their career, her career and in their lives. Fans cannot get enough of her, and we still want to see her shine and still see her win, and she still has her finger on the pulse of the culture.
Really stunning. Which concert are you heading to in the last few seconds?
25th, I'll be there, and the 26th.
Oh, you got more than one.
Yeah.
All right, Lamar Dawson, we appreciate you being here.
Anytime.
Thank you so much for this
You got it.
and more.